All right, so I'm gonna take you through a nice little hip opener stretch that you can do basically anywhere. It doesn't require any equipment or anything. It'll just take a few minutes out of your day. So what you wanna do is you wanna come down onto one of your knees and bring the opposite foot a little bit forward. And you wanna take your hand, if you're on a mat, put it on the outside of that mat. If you don't have a mat, it's maybe about 2 feet or so from your other side, 2.5, 2 feet. And what we're going to do is you're going to shift your hips forward and you want to take that inside elbow, you want to touch it to the floor, and you want to open up that chest all the way and stack your shoulders. So you're bringing that elbow down, pressing those hips downwards and opening up. You want to do this maybe like 5 to 10 times, just slow, shifting those hips forward, getting that arm down flat. And if you can't get the arm to touch the floor, that's okay. Just drive those hips forward as much as you can. And each time you do it, you should get a little bit more and more flexible. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna take that hand, notice I brought it around the back of my foot. You're gonna bring this hand just in a little bit more and you're gonna press up off of that back leg. And what I want you to do is kind of rotate your body clockwise. So you're just kind of rolling it while also keeping those hips driving downwards towards the floor. Okay, so you're really gonna feel this good into those hips. And we'll do about 4 or 5 clockwise, and then I want you to roll it counterclockwise. Good, bring it nice and around. Perfect. And then just drop that knee down. Slowly bring that hand out, and we're gonna switch it out, okay? So then the opposite leg comes out. You might feel a little tightness if you just kind of want to rock it and get out that tightness. Remember, you want to bring this opposite hand either off of the mat that you are using, and then driving those hips forward, you reach up, and then you bring that arm down to the floor, driving those hips forward, up, to the floor. Good. Same thing, nice and slow. Bring it down and driving those hips down every single time. Nice. Bring it up. And then we're going to take that hand, we're going to bring it to the outside of that shoe. Bring that hand in just a little bit more. Lift up off of that back leg, and we're going to do those clock rotations. Keeping your butt down, driving those hips towards the floor, and just kind of roll that body around. Feels really nice. And then go to the opposite direction. Good. Roll it around. Really good. Perfect. All right, then drop to that back knee. And then bring your leg forward. And what you're going to do is bring those bottom feet together and pull them in just a little bit. And now, what you're probably normally used to when you're doing this stretch is just pressing down on your elbows only. But I want you to press down, or press it down onto your knees. I want you to press down with your elbows onto your knees, but I also want your knees to press up. So you're kind of fighting. Good. So only you will know you're doing it. So press down with those elbows, holding onto those ankles, and also pressing up against it with your knees. And you'll feel that extra stretch and that extra work being done in those hip flexor muscles. And just hold it, press, keep fighting it. And relax. Bring them in. We're going to do that one more time. So again, pressing those elbows into the knees, grabbing a hold of your ankles, sitting up nice and tall, no arching your back, and you want to press down with your elbows and press up with your knees and lean it forward, driving those hips forward. You're rolling on top of those hips. Make sure you're still pressing against those elbows with your knees. And then relax. Now again, when you're doing these on your own, slow it down a little bit and do as many as you like until you feel comfortable, and repeat every single day to get those hips nice and flexy.